It's such a great question, and I think it's always useful to look at trends. If one person doesn't refer you, if one person doesn't sign up, if one person doesn't renew, it could be a million different reasons. But if
Hmm.
something's happening over and over again, okay, this is interesting. Let's look at that. Now, I will say, for someone in a job to refer a friend of theirs or a colleague of theirs at work, there's a risk. We want to be mindful of that, right? So let's say I'm back in my corporate job and I knew a lot of coaches. I actually did refer in Jamie Smart, who was my kind of, I was on his group program. We went one-on-one coaching, but I was on his group program. And um, now I knew enough about Jamie to like, he's not going to make me look bad, right? Because that's ultimately what everyone cares about. Am I
Yes.
going to look like an idiot in front of my boss? Is this going to reflect badly on me? Now, the good news is if they are referring you to their colleagues, to other
Yes.
people, that means they've got some level of trust with you,
Yes.
right? And it
Yes.
may be that they see you do well with their colleagues. They'll go, all right, maybe you could do something for me. But you're starting out on a whole new profession. Coaching isn't really well understood. I mean, I had it too. There were people who liked me. There would be people who would be open to having a conversation with me, and they were reluctant to go further for a myriad of reasons. And I mean, this applies whether it's corporate coaching or life coaching or anything. And for me, my job is it's like Steve Chandler would say, this is farming, not hunting, right? Hunting is like, let me track, hunt down a client, let me convert this person. That's it's like a hunting approach. Farming, I'm just planting seeds. So all day long, I'm being of service everywhere I go, and I'm just going to see where they sprout. I had a conversation with someone about a month ago, and in my head, I'm thinking, and the numbers, the amount of money this person makes, and the money, I was like, it's a no-brainer to hire me for this person. I mean, it's an absolute no-brainer in my head. I'm like, I have no idea why they wouldn't hire me, and they didn't hire me yet. That's okay. I'm just planting seeds. So I served this person powerfully. We had two conversations, really helped them see something. Great, that's a seed planted. And I do this all the time. And what happens is I'm planting so many seeds everywhere, there's more than enough that comes back. So many times, the first time someone actually hires me, they'll say, and I don't know this, they're like, Kush, you've been serving me for 4 years. Sometimes I don't remember. Oh, we had a conversation 4 years ago. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I talk to a lot of people. Yeah, you said this, this, and this, and man, it was tough to hear, but it really helped me, right? And you haven't said this, and I'm kind of trying to pick something that might not be there, but if I was looking to create clients from my network, I mean, referrals is great. They're referring to people, that's great. But if I really wanted them as clients, I'd be looking, how can I serve them? Not, hey, can you take me into your company? What can I give? So in the last school that I did, I said almost every book that I gave out in the curriculum, it was a book that could apply to non-coaches very well. So if I know someone in an organization who's really open-minded and has a personal development growth mindset, I might go, hey, I'm on a course right now and I read this book called Crazy Good. I think of all the people I know, you'd be one of the people I'd really appreciate. I think it'd really help you. It's very easy to read. If I send you a copy, I'm not going to send it to you if you're not going to read it because I'm not going to do that. But if I send it to you, would you read it? That's what, and I would just serve. I was right. So she and I were having a conversation, and I said, serving someone could be sending them an hour-long video to watch. It could be sending them a book, but it could also be sending a quote. And we were talking about some prospect who basically was like, yeah, I'll get back to you, kind of brushing her off, but then made this comment about gardening, right? Let's just for fun, let's Google personal development gardening quote or something like that. I just Googled it, and a bunch of quotes came up. And one of them I was like, oh, that's a really good one. So let's send him that. So she did. And then she wrote a little bit about it, like, oh, thanks for sharing that thing around gardening. It's reminded me of this quote, or which, whatever. And she wrote she's very talented. She wrote an amazing message to this guy. That's serving, right? I remember Steve Chandler would every now and then send me a quote that would just stop me dead in my tracks. And it'd be like, wow, that's really powerful. That's being of service. Service doesn't have to be, let's get on a 2-hour coaching call, or here's something read for 7 hours. Serving could be picking up the phone. I have this with some of my friends who are open. Not all of them are, but I'll give them like a couple of minutes of coaching here and there. So one of my friends, say, you got 2 minutes today? He messaged me, and I was like, yeah, and he's a good friend of mine. So I called him, hey, what's up? And he just shared a story with me. And I'm like, are you open to something? And he went, what's that? And I was like, you are a powerful creator. This story you're sharing with me, which is, like, wow, this is happening, that's normal. You're waking up to your power as a creator. And the more you wake up to, more stuff like this will happen. It's a 2-minute conversation. Dude, I've got to go. That's serving. Yeah. Let me put it this way for everyone, and let me generalize it. Anywhere that you want to get more clients, ask yourself where you can serve more. If I want to have more people sign up to the school, if I want to have the rate of enrollment increase, I just serve more. If I want to do the same thing in my one-on-one practice, serve more. And most people don't do that. They go, let me sell more, let me market more. No, it's not about that. And sometimes it might look like, oh, this person's marketing more. Don't look at the how-tos, look at where it's coming from. So one of the things Felipe and I talked about was sending out more of the videos. So we've got all these videos lined up from last year's school clips. We're not marketing. Look at the clips. We're picking clips we're not doing testimonial videos. We're not sharing stuff that just makes me look good or the school look good. We're sharing stuff that, hey, if someone watches this, would it help them? Yeah, we got more of that. Let's do more. Let's help more.